conference is very significant because India has seen the rise of over 40,000 startups who have created more than 130 billion of value from January 2014 to September 2018. Just in a period of 4 years, they've created a value of 130 billion in India. And with around 27 unicorns, India is the third largest startup ecosystem in the world in terms of value and numbers. Only USA and China are ahead of us, but we are catching up, and I'm quite sure we will soon match the vibrancy and dynamism which our startup system is creating. When Honorable Prime Minister had launched the Startup India movement, since then this movement has played a very significant role in galvanizing entrepreneurial spirit of India and easing the compliance burden faced by startups in India. We've done a number of things. Never before have so many governments, regulators and corporates crafted specific initiatives around early stage businesses. You are all aware about the problem of angel tax. In any other government, this would have continued unabated for a long period of time. But this better knower of all entrepreneurs was finally killed with notifications from both DPIIT and CBDT providing the much needed relief to startups and investors in India. And the finance minister has gone on record to say that angel tax will not apply to startups. Therefore, the ability to start a business within 2 days, raise capital from India and overseas, a lower cost of IP protection amongst others, have all been made easier than ever to start a business and to start a startup in India, to support the startups, entrepreneurs and youth with ideas of business plan in India's 12 cities, starting with Pune, it will go to Jaipur, Lucknow, Chandigarh, many more cities, including Kochi, Visakhapatnam, Jammu, Goa, with the grand finale to be held in Delhi. And this is a big initiative, and its Launchpad, the elevator pitch series, will start with a conference comprising of speakers from India's top private equity and venture capital firms, industry leaders, technocrats, and mentors, entrepreneurs who will guide and motivate all of you, all the young and budding entrepreneurs, and this will help us. As you are aware, this is a great initiative, and all of us in government, the MeitY, the DPIIT, all are already supporting this Startup Launchpad initiative of ASSOCHAM. The Indian Angel Network, along with leading accelerator and incubators, are already committed to partner the ASSOCHAM Startup Launchpad from this year. I would merely like to say that there is a lot of disruption taking place in India, and our startups are doing unique things. Many of our startups are not merely the fact that we had a leading e-commerce startup like Flipkart being bought for $21 billion, which has been the highest purchase price by. We've seen startups across India in the field of education, in the field of health, in the field of nutrition. There are over 600 startups working in the field of artificial intelligence. There's one young girl called Aditi who runs Imbibe, and she uses artificial intelligence to track every single student on learning outcomes, on maths, physics, chemistry, and then uses machine learning to provide extra dosage of education to those who lag behind. There's another girl, Pranshu Bhandari, who's taught 9 million Indians how to speak English in 1 year. She's so far taught 64 million Indians to speak English. And Ather Energy in Bangalore, it has produced the smart scooter, a really outstanding smart scooter, which has the potential to be the Tesla of the scooter world. Or many of our agriculture startups who are providing seed and fertilizer to our farmers based on weather and soil condition on a real time. Or look at what has happened in, look at a startup like Baiju. In 5 years' time, it has become a $5 billion company in which Mark Zuckerberg has invested his personal money. So ladies and gentlemen, I would merely like to say that actually the Silicon Valley may be very innovative, but it has no challenges. It doesn't have challenges like India. How do we recycle our water? How do we convert our plastic into recycled plastic? Or how do we increase agriculture productivity? Or how do we improve learning and health outcomes? And therefore, these are challenges which only our startups can find a solution to the challenges of India. And if young startups are able to find solutions, then we'll be finding a solution not for the 1.3 billion people of India, but for the 7.5 billion people of the world who will be moving from poverty to middle class in the next 2 decades. So ladies and gentlemen, your market is 7.5 billion, and therefore many startups are disrupting. I mean, look at the sunrise sector of electric vehicles, where a number of startups are doing remarkable work. And if you look at it, in Ather Energy, Hero Honda has invested in it, because tomorrow, if they don't invest, Ather will do major disruption in the mobility sector. A company from Pune, leading company like Bharat Forge, Mr. Baba Kalyani has invested vast sums of money in another company, in another mobility company called Tonk. So established players are today realizing that startups are doing outstanding work. They are disrupting the sector, and they need to partner them. The government of India has done everything possible to create the best possible ecosystem. And this ecosystem has enabled both organizations like SoftBank and Indian companies all to invest in our startup movement. And I'm quite sure that this movement will grow and flourish. We in NITI Aayog run the Atal Innovation Mission. We support tinkering labs in schools. We've supported about 3,500 tinkering labs. We support a vast number of incubators across India, and we challenge our startups in a vast range of areas. So ladies and gentlemen, the government has done everything possible to drive a very innovative spirit amongst the youngsters of India. And I'm sure Pune, moving from Bangalore and Hyderabad, Pune will now become the new center of startups. And Pune will really lead the way as far as innovation and frugal engineering for the rest of the world is concerned. So I take this opportunity to congratulate ASSOCHAM. I congratulate the city of Pune, and I congratulate ASSOCHAM for its startup launchpad, which they've launched. My good wishes to all of you young people from Pune. All the best to you. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.